Alright guys, went in and got my little, put my headlight on that my wife got me for Valentine's Day. You can see I got a couple of boards there. I just got some boughs laid on it. I'm going to go ahead and split a few pieces of wood up real small. I ain't going to try to make no big fire. I just want to start a fire. Most people run to the store when it starts snowing in the south, and I bet about anywhere from what I've heard from y'all online, they buy up all the milk and bread, act like it's the end of the world. It's just frozen rain, people. It's still just wet. As long as the cable stays on and I don't have to go out to work, I don't care what it does. I'm just splitting up some of these little pieces, kind of small. This is some more of that Douglas fir, that Christmas tree. Cutting them up with a little SL2 there. I don't know how much of that picture y'all able to see. Now back the camera up a little bit, you might see a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Let's see what we got in here now. Alrighty. Got one of these little tinder boxes I picked up at Walmart, or watertight boxes rather, I picked up at Walmart. I keep me some paper birch in there. That's pretty good for starting fires. It don't take a spark real fast, but it will take a spark. And I got me some fat lighter here that I'm going to do like that right there. Give me some shavings on it. Put me a little bit of this birch bark down. Cool thing about fat lighters, once you get it to take just a little bit, she'll go on up like kerosene. Kind of see if I can't split these just a little bit more than what they is. There we go. Of course, you know, the thinner you get them, the quicker they'll take. And of course, if this was survival, I'd be trying to keep these up out of the snow and all, but since it's steady falling around me right now, I ain't much worried about them getting wet, because they're going to get wet by the time I get everything started anyway. What you could do would be to, I'm wearing my little poncho I made. I could take and cover them up with my poncho and keep them safe that way if I wanted to. So, get a little bit of this birch bark laid out. And what I do, I found it kind of helps it if you take some of this paper birch, river birch, and kind of tear it up into real tiny little pieces. It seems to take a little bit better spark. I reckon you could probably take a knife and scrape it up a little bit, get a little fuzzy powder to it, and it'd probably go up pretty quick too. Alright. Got a little bit going there. Send this fat lighter lit up. Get some of that throwed up on yonder. Well, maybe one big piece of wood yonder ways. Lay these other little pieces on there. I got a little hole up under it, so it's getting air up under it. I'm not worried about suffocating it so much. That's the river birch bark. It's just like y'all get up north. Got it in my little watertight container that I got from Christmas. Keep it all safe and sound. Now all we need is a cup of cocoa and some marshmallows. So that's it right there, fellas. That ain't too hard. I said all this wood that I was splitting and everything is from that pile right yonder in the snow. That's where I got the cedar from. You can see it's coated with snow. I just shook it all off real quick just to get most of the outside snow off of it. Split the wood down just a little bit more, and you know, that fat lighter and that birch bark, that'll get a fire going in anything. You know, that stuff puts out so much heat and so much resin with it, or rosin rather, that it'll about get anything going. And then with that Douglas fir that I had, you see those pieces. I don't know if you can see the moisture coming out of that wood or not. Trying to get the light to gleam off in it for you, but the resin's coming out of it as it heats up. So if I had some you know, some more wood that I'd split up a little bit, I could throw it on there right quick, and that would help get it going and keep my fire going for me. But that little bit right there burned good enough to set me a canteen cup or a small kettle or a stainless steel pot, anything like that on. Set it over here to the side to get everything going. You can see the air is kind of coming up under it here, helping the flames blow out from this hole yonder. The other thing about that hole is when I get done, I can cover it up and my landlord won't see it. She won't realize I was out here burning unless somebody calls. So, because I'm out here in my front yard. But that's it. Ain't nothing y'all ain't seen before. I just wanted to see if I could do it with everything covered in snow and everything. Like I said, we don't get snow down here once every 5-6 years at the most, and then it ain't even this much. Usually it melts quick as it hit the ground. So appreciate everybody from watching. Enjoy yourselves, be careful out there, and we'll see